doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L podcast.
What makes Detroit such like a party city? Like, let's go to an event, let's go here, let's go there.
Honestly, in my opinion, it's really nothing to do besides like sport games. Like really people could turn up and celebrate, or artists to like get their music heard. So people like to go outside, and these events is helping people like expand and have fun and build fan bases and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's just about like what's your purpose of being outside. Some people outside just to party, some people outside to build fan base and network and build business. But it just depends on the opinion. But it is a lot of promoters, and the events have increased over the years. Like it's like you said, it's 1,000 events a weekend,
Yeah.
even during the week now.
I
So
swear,
just
man.
that market has opened up completely, like, and it's a lot of revenue in it.
And people pull up. That's the crazy part. There's all these events and people pull up to all
People
of them.
there.
It's like you rarely go to an event or something. One of my friends will throw a party, like he'll post one flyer and it'll get like 300 views. I'm like, man, nobody's about to pull up to your shit. Then I go there and there's like a ton of people.
People there, yeah.
I'm like, how? I'm always so
It don't even
confused.
matter the likes don't matter no more, the views don't matter. Like once you got that pool and that core fan base, because somebody knows somebody that want to know somebody, so people bringing people. So if 5 people bring 5 people, you got you a group.
Exactly.
Just imagine if 100 people doing that. So now you got 500 people. Like it just triples the triple effect.
Yeah, because it's not just about that one person viewing it. It's about everybody they can bring with them.
Yeah, it's the influence on it.
That's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody where you're from, bro.
I'm from Detroit. I'm from the east side. I'm from Harper and Chalmers. Born and raised, I'm from the east side.
What was life
East
like
side.
growing up for you in the city?
It was cool growing up. I got both of my parents in my life. So like, I had to organize. My parents are a little older. But growing up was cool, kind of cool. Though. I had what I needed and wanted. You know what I'm saying? I still was hustling for, what I really wanted. But as far as my parents made sure I had everything I needed, though.
That's cool.
It's rough being over there from the east side, but you learn. That's how you like, you know what I'm saying? So you learn from being from over there.
Like the personalities around you were like, they make it like a growing phase, like where you have to kind of
I had to like expand and move, go to different places to like, learn. People over there they ain't like they're not business minded. They do a lot of street stuff. So
Yeah.
I had to go somewhere, and my pops helped me see a lot of business. That's why I'm business oriented. Like I own companies right now. So that's like my main focus been. Even if I didn't make it in sports or anything, I knew I was going to own businesses, and it turned up for real.
So you just had a business mindset from childhood.
From the get-go.
Yeah. What was your first ventures making money?
Selling wristbands in elementary.
Oh my God.
The little rubber band wristbands.
Livestrong and stuff like that.
Yeah, I used to
Livestrong
sell them
was-
for like $10 in middle school and elementary.
Yeah, Livestrong bands went crazy. Those yellow ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lance Armstrong or somebody made them popular, but everybody was trying to buy them at one point. I was finesse. I remember my dad had the knockoff ones because he had a party store in Detroit, so he used to give me a bunch of the knockoff Livestrong ones, and I used to sell them for like $20 or whatever. People care, but it's just crazy how much people will just buy stuff if you sell it the right way.
It depends on your advertisement, your promotion on it.
Yeah. But even in school though, it's like you have a locker filled with stuff. and
People just want to buy something.
Yeah.
Like, if they got some money, they want to show they could buy something.
yeah.
So you got to have something to sell.
Yeah. When you went to high school and college, did you go to college?
No, I didn't go to college at all.
What made you decide not to go to college?
I actually didn't even graduate high school.
Oh, really?
So like COVID was a big factor. Like I was playing sports my whole life. I played sports like 10 plus years. I aged out in PAL, went to high school, played football 1 year, played basketball all the way to like 10th grade. And then COVID hit. Then once COVID hit, we was in the streets like immediately. Like it wasn't nothing to do. Like we was in the streets immediately. Like soon as COVID hit and we was out of school, it was like straight to the streets. So like I kind of like deteriorated from like my football, my basketball life because what was going on in my situation, how I used to be on the east side and stuff like that. So I just wanted it better. But at the time, sports wasn't paying. So I ain't graduate high school, and then I ain't go to college. I did have scholarships, though. I had a scholarship to Michigan, Ferris. I had a few college scholarships, but I couldn't fall through with it.
So you were making enough money where you didn't have to worry about it. Yo, it's your boy Kid L. If you're an artist, entertainer, or have a brand that needs more motion, then check out the BabyFxce strategy. You can receive one-on-one coaching with real entertainment and business moguls. They'll help you navigate through the hurricane of the entertainment industry. You can also receive music and social media analysis. Through algorithm checks, we can help you identify and fix your weaknesses. Networking opportunities are also available. Message Kid L Video on Instagram for more info.
I don't know. It's kind of hard because like going back to school after like COVID hit And then like by me being in the streets, it's kind of like a safety issue too. It's like a lot of conflict going on, a lot of beefing.
Oh, so you can't just go to school comfortably.
Can't just go to school comfortably. Like we 15, 14 with 30, 40, 50,000 on us.
Oh my God.
So people trying to rob us, like all type of stuff. Like it got deep after COVID, like during COVID, even before COVID, it just like got deep. Like it got real deep for me.
So there was a point where you were in school having like just $40,000-$50,000 just chilling.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jeez.
Like 10th grade, like after COVID hit my 10th grade year, and like the next year when they lifted the restriction, we was in class. Some people could come to school. We used to be in classroom like 4, 5 people, 10 people. It'd be like spaced out and stuff like that, but it was always beefing going on for real.
That's crazy as fuck, man.
I went to Chandler Park and Harper Woods, so they was like right by each other.
Yeah, when you hear school like mishaps though, like where something goes off, it's always just because of one crazy kid, but you never really hear it. It's like, oh yeah, this beef outside. Can't
No, it's
do
beef serious. Like that beef shit is serious. Like that shit so serious.
No.
Like, and I wasn't even like trying to get into beef or like be beefing with anyone. Like that shit serious though. Like
Yeah, for sure.
it just come from like where you from. That's what's going on over there. So, and there's a lot of gangs and all that type of stuff.
When you start entrepreneurship, starting a bit, what was the first thing you started?
The first thing I actually started, everybody know, I started my big Gucci weed pack.
Bring the microphone. Oh, yeah.
I started my big Gucci weed pack. I think I got one on me. Hold on. Yeah, this right here. You can check it out. Yeah, I started that.
Who's this?
That's me.
Man,
that
this is not
me,
you, man.
I promise you. That was a picture of me when I was like 15.
You see this?
And I made it a cartoon logo. I made the pack 5 years ago though. That was like my first like real entrepreneur business I made that I was making like real money, like money enough to pay bills off of.
Were you one of the first people that was kind of stamping your own brand on the packs? Because
I'm not gonna say I'm the first,
not the first, but like
I was like the first to like do it here in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen Cookie, like Cookies. I think it was Cookies out, and it was Jokes Up. And then I met this girl named Money Mook, and she was printing off packs. And she helped me. She was like making like the packs they was making, but she had her own printer. Then I'm like, I want a logo. I want to make my own pack, put my own name on it, just promote my name and stuff like that. And she made my logo. I put up a pack. I was selling weed for like ever since then.
Yeah.
So
what was the strategy behind putting your face on the pack of Jay?
So like I knew if I wasn't doing sports, I was gonna be an artist. So I know artists need extra promotion. And then they need revenue on top of revenue because we shooting videos, we buying clothes every day, we fucking hoes, fucking with hoes, like all type of shit. You just need money on top of money. And then weed was like the thing, like it was like trending. Like I started seeing all these packages and I'm like, that's kind of sweet. I'm like, what if somebody had their own shit with their own name on there? So I'm like, if I make my name my pack, it just promote my name. You know what I'm saying? Make my name bigger, even though it's a weed strand, but it's just promoting me. So whatever I do is gonna get promoted. Then I got a QR code on here where it go to like my music and YouTube, and so pretty much if I sell a pack, I could get a stream.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the
Was
strategy.
there anybody else in Detroit doing it before you?
Not that I know of. Like, and then I knew it was getting popular because I seen Lou Graham reposted one of my packs I made. He reposted like I made it like a unemployment pack, and I seen Lou Graham like when Cali was hitting with the unemployment scam. I made a unemployment pack, and I seen like all the rappers posting and shit. And then like as months go on, like that shit start getting big, and I used to see all these people with these big ass weed deals and custom packs. You see Jack Funny box, like everything is getting insane now. Like with the packaging, the packaging is it don't matter what weed in here, the pack is gonna sell it though.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how Mike Tyson made a comeback, wasn't it? Wasn't it like literally he came back?
He made dog shit.
Yeah, he came back with weed.
He went metric.
Ear edibles and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my god. So that's your first entrepreneurship. You see, it's a trending thing. What was the next move after that?
My next move after that was I started investing in a trucking company with my pops. So me and my pops, we own the trucking company. We own like dump trucks, excavators, bulldozers, sleepers, like all type of construction. We got just a trucking company with a whole bunch of construction stuff. It's a maintenance company called WW White Maintenance. And we just do construction. That was like my next venture, taking my money and kind of like trying to like play with that.
Brilliant.
And then after that, at the time though, I still was investing to the music though. The whole time I was being an artist. That's how I met my cameraman in Florida. Shot my first video out there. Shout out my visuals. But yeah, I was doing the music the whole entire time. But then I was like trying to see like what could help me make money for the music. You know what I'm saying? So that was just like my main goal. So after that, I started messing with the trucks. But the whole entire time I was doing music and shooting videos and promoting. I ain't get into like the event planning until like later on. Like when I turned like 16, 17, I ain't get into throwing parties and events to like 16, 17.
Really? I thought you'd been in the game for so long for some reason.
No, I'm only 20 years old.
So it's probably just because of how many you did.
I throw so many events. I've been throwing an event every fucking week, kid. Every week for the last 3 years.
Yeah, you just
like every week. Like I didn't miss a weekend.
That's insane.
Like I did so many. I did over 150 events.
What was the first event you did? That was
the first event I did was. It was that I had a 420 party. Look, if I quit the weed, so I'm like, I need somewhere. I need to come up with a gimmick to promote my weed pack better. I was like, what, 15, 16 at the time? I was like 15, 16 at the time, and my pops and stepmom, we all bought a building on Whittier, and I had a 420 event there, and shit, it was going good for a while. And then that was my first shootout too. I got my first shootout there. Yeah. So that was my first event.
Own party?
Yeah, and my first event. I ain't want to throw events ever again in my life, cause I ain't know the structure. I ain't know the structure of it. Like we was promoting public, we was promoting public. I ain't had security. I had like little family members that was like supposed to be security, but I ain't done nothing about checking at the door. Like this is my first event ever. Like I'm 16, 15 years old, like trying to throw a party, and shit, people was coming. We was promoting the weed and. Shit.
Were they after you, or was it just like a beef that happened after?
I don't know per se. I'm gonna say like a girl I used to try to talk to. She tried to set me up, but it ain't go the way she planned it. But like that was my first party. Like the girl I was with, I think she was trying to set me up, and it was like a big shootout, and police came, and I just survived it. Just know I survived.
That's good.
And I'm here today to talk to you.
Jesus Christ!
But that was my first party. It was on Whittier. It was at my own building.
I think that's what strays a lot of people away from being event starters or promoters, is because the first thing they think of is, oh yeah, we can get a bunch of people somewhere, but the safety is the problem.
It's dangerous, yeah. So like as I threw each event I learned day by day. Like I'm still learning now, but like each event I learned. Like I grew from that to become what I'm doing now. Like I got a whole entertainment company called Cold Raw Records. Like we got real employees. We make real money off this. It's like a real business. So like as day by day and week by week, I learned from mistakes and like how to properly run an event.
What was your first highly received show?
Not too long after that. I'm gonna say like 4 months after that. My brother gave me an opportunity. He was hosting at this hookah lounge called Phoenix Hookah Lounge. Everybody who watching this gonna know what Phoenix Hookah Lounge is. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hookah lounge on 8 Mile called Phoenix, and they weren't really doing too good. And then my brother pulled me to the side like, bro, you can make some money with this, bro. If you like slap this motherfucker out, like you can make some pay. I'm like, shit, man. I'm like, man, y'all gonna be playing. So he like, just come to one of my parties. Let me see how it goes. So I came to one of his parties. It was like 8 people there, 9 people. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really know nothing about the money part of it yet. So he gave me the opportunity to throw a party there. It was like the rent was real high or some shit. Like the bills was high as hell. They want to get a lot of business.
Isn't that the place that's like next to a Hibachi Grill?
Yes, Hibachi Go.
Yeah, Hibachi Go. And then it's like the leather couches on the side, and then there's upstairs. Yeah, I've been in there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that was my first actual venue.
That's dope.
So like it wasn't doing too much good business, so they were trying to bring customers in and stuff like that. So I threw my first party there. I made like $1,500. I'm like, damn, one day. After that, I did one every weekend. I threw a party since then.
In that same place or
nah? It's closed. It closed in 4 months.
Yeah.
Like it got so big, like it was like I didn't even have to promote it no more. Like that's how big it got. Like once you get a venue that's so good, and you bring the attention to there. Once it's there, you don't even got to do too much promote. Like it was like on automatic, like autopilot. Like every Friday and Saturday. This motherfucker gonna be sold out. All the booths sold out.
Do they know to keep getting you back to host it? Or do they go like, you know what, we can get somebody else now since we're hot?
See, at the time, they didn't know it was me with the pool because I was going through somebody else. See, I was the underestimate. I'm the kid. Like, I'm 16 doing this. Nobody's paying me any attention. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the one that's on Instagram making these flyers, using my clientele to promote and do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So... And to the owners seeing it for themselves, they was like, what the fuck? Like, who is this nigga? Like, everybody used to be like, it's a question mark on me because then nobody know who I was. My bad. Nobody know who I was.
Yeah, it's dope as hell. So you were a very good marketer and strategizer to make these things happen. What was your biggest event as far as getting a majority of the city to pull up to an event?
There's a few of them. I'm gonna say probably the PTP concert I did with E. Like when E dropped the PTP concert, he pulled up on me at the One Up the butt neck. I did a butt naked concert for One Up T.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, I did that with One Up T, and BabyFxce E pulled up and performed PTP. I'm like, damn, he just dropped it. That motherfucker went crazy. Crowd went crazy. They turned up for my nigga. So I'm like, bet. I'm like, all right. So we booked E. We booked T. We need to bring E. So we did the PTP concert, and the song is trending. Song trending. Everybody doing TikToks to us, going worldwide. I'm like, E, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I booked them. We set it up at Orchid. And shit, that bitch, nigga, I'm gonna say like it was so many people there.
How many people? Like thousands?
I'm gonna say like 1,000 plus.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, for
Damn.
sure. Off our own muscle, off me and his muscle and my team. We ain't got like no backing. Like it's just us. Like we ain't got like nobody funding us or helping us. It's just us.
Yeah.
It's just KRP.
You have to have like a really good mind of structuring things in order to make these things happen the right way.
You got to, because it could flop.
Yeah.
Like I done had events that flopped. I done lost. I done won. So I know how to like.
What separated the ones that succeeded and the ones that failed, as far as events?
Properly like structure, like you said, like you got to really sit down and do this shit. Like you got to do it the right way. You got to pick the right days. You got to check the weather. You got to make sure like it ain't too much going on. But I don't really care what's going on, because everybody can have an event, and I'm still gonna do my own shit, and people still gonna come. So I ain't gonna say that matter, but you just gotta know how to do it. Like once you know how to do it and you pick the right day and got the right people, it's gonna go. You ain't gonna lose.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you, it's probably gonna give me a little bit of trouble, but not too much crazy trouble. But I want to ask you, like, did you go to the Jesus Smokes Brickfest last year? Babytron, all right?
Yep, I actually performed there in the second room, and Yep.
So, controversially, goddammit, but it didn't have a turnout as expected, even though they had almost every major Detroit rapper there. What do you think went wrong with that for only maybe 15 to 2,000
Honestly,
showing up?
A lot of the artists that's here, they get seen so much that the ticket selling ain't good, ain't big as people think it is. Like I'm in that market. So if you put, like you gotta think, everybody on that show, people see them on a day-to-day basis or on a monthly basis or a weekly. So they not super urgent to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like a super urgent thing because like, oh, I could see him next week, or I seen him last month. Or like I feel like Jesus needed like to bring someone that was out of town that people haven't seen, to add that spark to that. Because everybody
Babytron is like the headliner, right?
That's cool. But the other thing too, when you book these artists, you gotta make sure they promote it like it's their shit. If they don't promote it like it's their shit, it's not gonna be the same effect. Like E, that's why I respect E and I fuck with E, because he promoted that concert like it was his. Like we did that shit together. Like he put it on his page and he was on there talking like how I was. If the artist not on there doing that a month before or a couple of weeks before, it's not gonna pop. And I learned that because I invested to the Motor City Summer Festival and I lost completely.
What happened with that?
It flopped. None of the main artists promoted. They got paid a grip. We gonna say that.
So let's just start from scratch with it, right? You want to do an event. You want to do an event in Detroit, right? You know which artist you want to book. You book the artists. They have to promote the event in order for people to know that it exists and for them to pull up. But if the artist doesn't promote the event, then you just lost a substantial amount of viewership and exposure for people to buy tickets, right? Mm-hmm. How do you fix that? Is it contingencies in the contracts that say you have to promote it as a rapper?
It's the contract for one, and two, it's like personnel.
Yeah,
It's like who like it depends on who it is, who booking them. It's personnel. It's the contract, because ain't no way else you can have them do it for real.
For instance, if you have somebody like Smoke running a concert, you're not going to mess with him, basically. Like if Smoke's running a concert, you're not going to try to get off and be like, oh, he booked me, but I'm not about to promote it, and I'm about to mess around with my time and everything.
See, most of the people Smoke book, I believe that he got like a connection to, so they promote it like it's their shit. They post it and do video drops, and they put it out ahead of time.
So for why some people can't do what you do is because you have connections and relationships with these people that you're booking, and if a random guy just came out of nowhere and was like, oh, I'm going to do the same thing, he can't, because he doesn't have those connections.
Don't have the connections.
And it's going to fall apart.
And then most of the time, those people get taxed double or triple to even get booked.
So it's not even worth it.
So it ain't even be worth it.
So with the Motor
City Summer Festival was at Hart Plaza.
What do you think went wrong with that? Like, how do you, like, from like a technical standpoint?
So from a technical standpoint, it just wasn't enough promotion from the artists. Like it was like no promotion for the artist. Like we booked Skilla Baby and he posted it like the day of.
Mm-hmm.
And we booked T. He put it on his page, like on his story, but he ain't promoted it. I don't even think I seen it on his page. And we paid these people over $40,000.
Damn, son.
So it's just about like the promotion on the artist side. Cause at first it was just like the team that invested into the event was just promoting it. You was just seeing it from them. But you want to see it from the artist. So a lot of people, like a lot of the customers, like if the artist don't post it, I ain't going. Or if they ain't out here, if they ain't posting it, or if I don't see them posting anything about it, I ain't going. And then when they do post, they be like, damn, it's too late. Tickets already $100, $150. People ain't about to just come out of that. They need to know ahead of time. So moving forward, that's why we make sure our artists and our contract, they posting like it's their event.
Yeah. How didn't you, like, I'm not to pry a little bit, but how, like, you had to have come through that experience before that experience. So what made you think like, okay, well, we don't have to put that in the obligation or structure that in the contracts if you had already went through that probably in the past sometime, like to make them say you have to promote it specifically in these types of ways?
Well, we just tell them like we need to post like 4 or 5 times a week and make sure it's on their page. And
does everybody get paid? Like, does the payment change now, like the payment method where it's like, hey, you're gonna get paid as you promote, or is it still like we're gonna give you all the money up? Like,
it depends. Like some people want half up front and half the day they come.
Yeah.
Some people want they full. It depends on who you're dealing with.
that sounds like such a difficult business, man.
It is difficult, but if it hit right, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. So let's talk about some successful events. Talk about some more of the successful events that you had.
I did the Detroit Spring Break. That was very successful.
Mm-hmm.
It was over 1,000 people in attendance. I did the Bridgerton Ball too. I was an investor on the Bridgerton Ball. I know y'all seen it all over the news. To me personally, I feel like it was successful. It just wasn't what people wanted. Like, I don't know anything about the Bridgerton Balls. I come from Harper and Chalmers. So I'm at a venue that's 4 floors. Everybody dressed up. It's a ball. Like, the food wasn't that good, but just the ambiance of it, like the whole theme of it was cool. Like, it was something new for me. I'm from the hood. Now, these people that's flying in town, that's probably born a millionaire and used to all this lavish luxury stuff, they probably expected more. That's where all the vlogs and all the news feed came from. There's like a lot of like bad backlash on it. But me personally, it was a successful event. Me and my cameraman, Marv Visuals, we did a Shut Up and Listen concert. We had opened up Club White Star again. It was closed for a minute, and then we got it to open back up. We did a Shut Up and Listen concert there with Shut Up Shine, YB, Lil Bro.
Very
and
dope.
that motherfucker sold out. The One Up T-shit, the BabyFxce E. What else we do, bro?
So crazy how One Up T is able to pull so many people in the limited amount of time that he's been so hot.
He's like in our generation, they listen to his music like a low key Meek Mill.
Yeah.
That like people pay attention to it, listen to his lyrics, and like actually use his lyrics for captions and quote it. Like they fuck with his wordplay. You know what I'm saying? People fuck with wordplay for sure.
Another example of an organization that kind of prolifically runs events on a like more once in a month or once every other month schedule is kind of like Crowd Freak, right? Where they're running events and you see a decent turnout from them all, but they have like a consistent fan base. Like they have a lot of awareness. Did you ever look at Curtis and them and go like, damn, like that's the way to do it? Or like can you compliment that aspect of how they approach it?
I seen what they've been doing, like what they did, but like my plan was never to do events, so the events kind of like fell in my lap.
Yeah.
So I kind of was like on my own like adventure with it. Like I'm saying, I wasn't really looking at it. I didn't know who they was 2 years ago. I just found out who they was like a year ago.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was a party world. I didn't know people even throw events. So like all this was kind of like new to me. Like I met people along the way, but I do see what they doing. And yeah, I do see it though.
Yeah, it's dope, right? When it comes down to the success that you've had with these events and the reputation you've built and people knowing to trust your events, what was the key factors in building that branding and making sure that people know that they're going to have a great and safe experience? How were you able to craft that? Was it just through vouching for you because they've been to your events, or?
It was more like consistency.
Yeah.
Like I come up with themes and I book people. Like I just come up, I stay consistent and I book people and I give people that like the industry don't see or the eye don't see, We get them opportunities to perform, come play their music. Shit, we bring people there so they can meet. So people, it is like word of mouth. People like, oh yeah, I've been there before. Kind of like a word of mouth. Once one party slap, you could throw another one.
Yeah.
Like, so if you get one event to smack, you could throw another one because like people like, damn, I want another one. I want to come back. So that's kind of like, you got to be consistent with it. Then bring stuff people want to do. Like I had brought Anna Mac here.
Yeah.
She was on the Baddies.
How'd that come together?
When they was doing the little, what was that downtown they was doing?
What?
The auditions.
Oh, for Drewski?
Yeah, no, they was Baddies was
the
doing
Baddies did an
auditions.
audition here?
Yeah, they did one here downtown at Cobo Hall.
Okay.
And when I seen them coming, I had called her manager and got her to come, and she came.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I had a whole event with her. It was nice.
It's crazy how the Baddies can get such a turnout in Detroit.
They fire. I love the Baddies. like. I want a baddie. I don't know which one I want, but so I'm gonna shoot my shot at one of them hoes for sure.
Damn, son.
For sure. I need me a baddie.
That brings me to my next question that's controversial as fuck. When you have these people that you can book in Detroit and get a major turnout for them, if they do become controversial and infamous for a temporary amount of time, does that affect the event? Like, for instance, when Natalie Nunn had her incident in Detroit, does that change the projection for how many seats she's going to be able to sell or how many tickets she's going to be able to sell if she wants to do a show here next? Or does that not really apply too much?
Probably. Like it's different markets. See, she did that. You talk what happened at Love Tequila?
Yeah, when she said she runs Detroit. Yeah.
Man, see, that's that market. It's different markets in this. It's a 10,000 more people that want to see her besides that market. That's why everybody got their own lane because there's different markets in it. So a different market would love to see her. And then that market probably, bitch, you can't come back here no more. You know what I'm saying? But
Bitch, you can't come back here no more.
But shit, it depends on the market though, for real. Because if I put Natalie Nunn on the face, you gonna see how many motherfuckers pull up to that bitch.
Okay, so as a promoter, let's say you're seeing an artist that's hot, but then he goes through some rah-rah bullshit. Do you think to yourself like, oh, I can't book him right now?
Nah, see, listen, I'm Mr. Turn the negative to a positive. Like they was bashing T all on Instagram with the butt naked shit.
That was hilarious.
I turned that shit to a whole concert. We made dog shit. It was a whole negative that got turned to a positive.
I don't even know why that was a negative, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because bitch is weird. That's why it was a negative. They do
hilarious.
Weird shit.
That's like the shit that you get
but
so mad.
He's smart for the music, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But bitches is weird.
Yeah, because, there's, for instance, there was always this thing where artists were like, well, I can't, the promoter's not booking me for the show because this artist is on the tab too. Mm-hmm. And that artist is kind of gatekeeping me from being on the show. And they're worried about rah-rah happening at the events.
With me, it's probably about personnel. Like, I'm not going to book somebody I'm not trying to go book two people that's like into it with each other or got some type of conflict and try to put them on the same show. I wouldn't even do nothing like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might happen like unexpectedly, but I personally want to do nothing like that just for, just for the respect out of whoever I'm dealing with.
Is it something you do have to pay attention to as far as when stuff is circulating where it's like, oh shit, that shit's kind of going on?
You do got to pay attention to everything, but you got to actually see what it is for itself. Like you got to kind of know details before you be judgmental on it. So once you see for what it is, then that's how you know you can maneuver with it or not.
That's dope. As far as the positive ends of everything, man, people are obviously showing up, like I said, because the reputation's so high and you're throwing such great events. What do people always say to you is the greatest event that they've ever been to that you threw?
People say like some of my people say like the parties we had in the hood, like the parties that was just like random and it's packed out and we in the hood and everybody having a good time. I ain't never had a black party. Oh, it's unsafe. And you don't make no money there. See, I make money. You feel? I make money. I make money with this shit, kid. You can't charge nobody to get on the block.
I'm like the only thing. This is what I'm learning about with that shit. If you charge vendors, even though it's like, how do you charge them for space in the street? But like, if you charge people to be like, oh, you can host on this block, you're vending and shit. That's the only way I can see how you can make money. Or performing, you charge artists to perform.
That shit's so unsafe though.
Yeah, right.
That shit is like insane unsafe. Like I would never do it because it's unsafe, and then on top of that, it ain't no money made. Yeah. So I ain't with the black parties.
There are maybe a handful of reputable promoters in Detroit. Are you guys all talking, connected, or do you guys kind of just stay in your own lane as far as like who's doing what?
So I'm gonna just say like I'm gonna start it like this. Like when I first started throwing parties, I didn't know it was like other promoters. That's how blind I was with it. Like I didn't know it was other people out here doing events every week. Like I was blind to it for like a year and a half. And eventually I done ran through so many buildings and so many like venues and stuff that I came across other promoters that had venues. So that's how like I started dealing with other promoters. But most of the promoters that's my age, you know, we done did their first party with them and stuff like that. A lot of the promoters rented off, they do their own thing. Shit, I don't really talk to them no more for real. You know what I'm saying? I just do my own thing for real.
So everybody's kind of in their own lane.
Yeah. A lot of these niggas clicking up though. A lot of the promoters like click up, like, you feel me? Like they click up if they feel like they can't defeat or whatever the fuck their terminology is with the shit. Cause I don't get it. But they do click up. Like a lot of promoters do click up. And it is a lot of like petty weird shit with the promoter shit. But me, we just get money.
Oh yeah, man. I've seen some weird shit with promoters. I've seen shit where it's like they're kind of like contracting an artist not to be able to promote another event while they have their event already lined up and stuff like that, where I'm like, damn, that contingency is kind of crazy. Like, man, you can't promote shit else because you got the event locked in with them already. But then I also seen like you said, the collaborations are happening. One person that stands out too is like Miles the Prince. You guys are probably like roughly around like the same age, right?
No, I'm 20. Miles probably like 30, 35.
He's 30?
He for sure like 30 now.
Ah, damn.
He like 30 for sure.
He does not
20,
look 30 at all.
30. Yeah, I'm 20 though.
Yeah,
I ain't even 21. I cannot go to Annex and get in. I cannot go to Love Tequila and get in with my ID.
That's crazy, son.
They been in the game 10 plus years.
Man, I'm pretty sure he's not 30. But anyway, beyond the point.
Man,
when you see cats like that though, and you see how they're moving and making it happen, you didn't take any notes. You didn't need any notes from what was going on. You just kind of like, you know.
I took notes on, like, I did take notes though. I take notes from everything. I took notes on like how they move and what the fuck they got going on. I just took little notes that I probably thought I needed. You know what I'm saying? Took notes on what not the fuck to do. They gonna tell you what not the fuck to do. That's what these niggas show you. What not the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying?
From when you see what happens when things go wrong.
Yes, when I see certain shit, they kind of tell you what not the fuck to do.
Yeah.
like
you know what's controversial right now is 42 Doug's doing the whole East Side versus the whole West Side.
That's cool.
And there's like a lot of controversy in the comments, like, oh, we don't need the divide. Like, why are you doing the divide? Team East Side versus Doughboys Cash Out was different because it was like rap groups. But now people are saying like, we don't want the East versus the West because it's going to cause like some type of conflict.
I don't think it's like I did an East versus West party, and the East Side came out and the West Side came out. Shit, where the people from the West Side, people from the East Side, shit, we come together. Like it's like a theme. It's a theme that a lot of people from Detroit use because people from the East Side, people from the West Side. So it's a good theme. It's gonna, of course, there's a little tension because people from the West Side, people from the East Side, but that shit don't be shit. That shit now I feel like all that shit died down. It's a lot of money in the streets or in the event world. So he looking at the money side of things. Like this shit gonna bring us all together. This shit gonna bring the East Side out. It's gonna bring the West Side out.
Can I read you a comment and see what you think about it for that?
Hell yeah.
Let me read you a comment because this is hot and trending right now. I'm hoping that
I'm from the East Side, but I be on the West Side all the time. I stay West now.
Okay, so I'll pull up the article real quick, and basically, it wasn't that long ago, was it? Okay. 42 Doug locked in the theme for his upcoming concert with special guests East vs. West.
Mm-hmm.
These are the comments.
Who paid that song?
Huh?
Who paged that on?
Oh, Detroit Rap Daily. This is the #1 liked comment. Shouldn't separate the city like that. We've been through too much already. I know it's music, but if you're from Detroit, you know West versus East has always been a conversation in hair salon and barbershops.
Man, what? He not separating it. He bringing it together. It's separated already by the world default. It's the East Side on the world and it's the West Side. It's already separated by the world. He bringing it shit together.
Yeah.
Like, so it's how you look at it. Yeah. Like, it's how you look at it. When you talking business, it's a business standpoint. That shit makes sense.
When you looked at the 42 Doug concert and Friends, where it was Doughboys Cash Out on Team East Side, did you look back as a kind of like a way of like appreciating how smart that was and like how intelligent?
But that shit was smart as hell. Yeah. It was smart as fuck. You know, that shit was smart. It was a ticket seller. It was a business move.
Did you go attend it?
Nope, we had our own party.
Where were you at?
We was at Club Echelon.
Oh, cool.
Up on 10 Mile. It ain't called Echelon no more.
What's it called now?
Night Owl. But we was throwing parties at Night Owl before it was Night Owl.
I'm sure everybody after that concert pulled up too, right? So you had like
we got a crowd for sure.
That's dope as
It
fuck.
was far as fuck. It was like 30, 40 minutes from Little Caesars.
Everything cool? We're back. What do you think it takes for you to take it to the next biggest level, as far as maybe throwing the biggest concert in Detroit one day?
Strategy, probably more money, and who the fuck I'm gonna do it with, like who I'm gonna book.
What do you think? What would be your like biggest show if you had the budget? Like
Right now,
yeah,
me personally, man, I just book my favorite artist.
yeah.
Yeah, and I turn that bitch up.
Like,
I book Chief Keef and ESTG, and we at Little Caesars, and we gonna smack that bitch, like literally. We gonna smack that bitch.
Yeah.
I got a couple of events planned. I can't say too much because niggas be selling ideas.
Oh yeah, well,
So I ain't gonna say too much on here. Cause
people open up my interviews with a notepad. It's like, all right.
I'll say some shit. That shit'll be out next week. I swear to God.
Yeah, don't reveal too much on the line. It happened to me. I did an interview, and I'm not going to say who took my idea, but it was a pretty big idea, and he did really well with it. I said an idea on the Big Mogul podcast, and they took that idea, and I was like, damn, you guys just verbatim took my shit? Like, and I knew they stole it because it was like verbatim my idea, and it was 2 months after I had said that shit.
Yeah.
And then I asked the dude about it later. I was like, man, you see my interview with him? He's like, yeah, we took that shit. I was like, damn, bro.
That's why I read now I'm ready. I'm gonna do it before I say it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you're gonna see it before I say it.
Yeah.
Like I put it out and then I announce it.
As far as, let's say Skilla Baby, right, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are people on the level of Skilla Baby able to throw a show in Detroit and get instant success, or does it need more? Does it need more openers? Does it need more people surrounding that artist for it to work?
Some people need more artists surrounding them. Skilla got an insane fan base.
Yeah,
and he done built it over these years. Cause I was growing up and watching them. Like I watched them build the fan base. Cause the girls I'm growing up with fuck with him, the cousins fuck with him, sister fuck, like everybody fucks with him. So he constantly built his fan base up to where like, shit, he want to do some shit, he could do some shit. Like he don't really need help. If he pushed it himself, he don't need help.
When we're looking at a lot of the shows that do have a compilation of artists, what's the purpose behind it having so many rappers at one concert?
So most people like different shit, and like the people that's throwing the event, they're trying to bring out the entire audience. So they're gonna book somebody that like this shit, book somebody that like this person, book this person like this person, just to bring out that entire artist. Because these venues are big, and you got to fill them up to make your money. So that's why people stack artists for different people that like different stuff for real.
Yeah, and you ever see it where it's not curated properly, where it's like, yo, this doesn't make any damn sense? Like as far as the lineup, where it's like you're just throwing anybody who has a name on there, but it doesn't actually fit like in a formula way where the experience is good for the audience. Because I can't imagine if you just like bundle up a bunch of rappers, and it's like they all sound too kind of different, and then you're just like, all right, just put them on the stage because it's versatile like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I ain't really been to nothing like that for real, but I have seen it, but I ain't never been nowhere like that though.
Yeah.
Like, I see certain events, I'm like, damn, why the fuck this person on this shit with this person?
Yeah.
But some people do that shit to bring out different crowds though. So
yeah, okay. What's the biggest concert you ever seen flop? Where it's like, what the fuck was this?
The Motor City Summer Festival, shit, that 313 day shit.
Well, 313 day didn't even happen.
That shit fly. That shit, bro. That shit had everybody on it.
It did have everybody on it.
That shit was crazy. It had everybody on it.
Yeah, Masonic shut it down.
Yeah, that was stupid.
And then nobody like, that was the weird part, is like nobody like figured it out. Like nobody was like, yo, come use our
They
shit.
didn't call me.
They needed to hit you
If
up.
Chanel would have called, she would have called me, or whoever needed to call me, that shit would have happened. That shit gonna pop off. They could have called me 2-3 hours before I would have popped it off.
You would have figured it
Somewhere, it probably would have been some people outside, but that bitch would have happened though. I would have figured that shit the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie. That shit would have happened for sure. Money would have been made. No money was gonna sit back.
How often are you focusing on the music?
Now I'm trying to do it every week. See, I took a break from it, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm trying to do something every week. I'm trying to at least drop a single or record or drop a video every week.
Yeah. I mean, you've had stuff where you got a lot of popularity, especially when the platforms post you.
Yeah,
You know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? But you probably just got too busy to like stay focused on it.
Yeah, because like the events is a lot. That shit draining. So like now I'm like focusing back on like getting my content, focus on my artist bag for real. I use the events to build my fan base. So now I got people watching. I could drop music and drop videos and get, you know what I'm saying, produce and get better streams and stuff like that. So I'm just focused on building my audience. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing the events for and shit, just to build my crowd. And music coming every day.
Brilliant. Can you tilt that microphone towards you just a little bit?
Like that.
Yeah, and towards your face kind of? Yeah, there you go. And then bring it down a little bit so it's not covering your face so much. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's pretty brilliant. It's like the way you think about everything is business oriented, and it's like a bubble, and it's like, okay, how do we keep figuring out how to make it bigger and bigger and bigger?
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of people walk around clueless. Like they'll invent content or they'll try to run something or do something, and it's like there's no structure behind it, so it just falls apart.
There got to be some type of... See, a lot of people do this shit because they see other people do this shit.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, I didn't see nobody else do this shit. It kind of fell in my lap, so I kind of like made it my own thing and made it work for me. I didn't like do this because I seen them doing that or do this because I seen some shit. I was focused on building my empire.
Yeah.
So...
how do you feel about the Detroit music trajectory right now, the direction that it's going in? Do you think it's going to bring more audience, or do you think it's going to start facilitating in a way where other cities are going to rock with it more than the city itself?
That's anyway, because you know people like, you know what I'm saying. It depends on what kind of artist you is for real. Like most of the people gravitate to the to like the new drill sound, the new like, you know, twerk sound. You know what I'm saying? Like the turn music is popping here. Like turn music popping here for sure.
Yeah.
So
that's why cats like BabyFxce E are like exploding.
You need that party music.
Yeah.
Party music. Stuff that get played inside these parties and clubs. That's what's getting these people, you know what I'm saying, out of here. They songs get played 10, 20 times a party.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, DJ spin that shit back 5 times a night. Same song.
Really? 5 times a
You
night?
would hear PTP five times in one party.
People don't get sick of that shit.
Man.
Just different version of it. One sped up, one slowed down. Like going crazy.
They twerk every time though, so.
You know, a long time ago, somebody was like to me, is Skilla Baby bigger than Sada? I'm talking about 2 years ago. We were talking about this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember saying to him, well, the thing that was different was Sada Baby, I heard him everywhere. Like not just in the city, but outside and everywhere. And at that time, I hadn't heard Skilla like everywhere yet. I just had heard him mostly in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of an eye-opening moment because it's like, what makes an artist get outside of the city? What makes an artist bigger than the city? Like, is it just hit songs? What does it take for an artist to be nationally known instead of just being known locally inside Detroit?
Me personally, I believe like when you start getting booked out of town.
Yeah.
Like, when you start getting booked out of town and people see them shows from out of town, you be like, damn, niggas in Houston fucking with this nigga. Niggas in Cali. So it's like the shit start to spread like wildfire. Then the different platforms, Say Cheese and all the other vlogs that's in a different state, they spamming and shit. Who he do a feature with. Like once you step out of this state and start doing shows on the road, sky's the limit. And I seen that with him. Like when he started doing shows on state by state, it's getting bigger and bigger.
Talking about Skilla?
Yeah.
Did you tour with him a little bit?
Oh no. I'm just talking about like looking on social media.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Yeah.
How often do you do shows outside of Detroit? Or outside of Michigan?
Not often. I just started. Like I just playing. I got an event in Atlanta June 20. It's a pool party in Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
I'm trying to plan something for Miami. I'm trying to step out of the city now because I done damn near did so much here. It's time for me to migrate, live somewhere else.
How many events have you thrown in Detroit?
Over 100.
Over 100, goddamn. Yeah. I imagine like an OG Unk or somebody would have a bag and just be like, yo, I need you to throw a show for me. But then it's like you can just do it yourself if you wanted to.
Pretty much, yeah. Because they going to want that percentage.
Yeah.
I mean, some people do fronts. Like if somebody came to me with like a half an M, shit, I'll put that bitch together. I'll give them like $750 back. For sure.
So they make $250 on top of it?
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Mm-hmm. I just told the bank that.
Well, you wanted the bank to give you a loan?
I just told the bank that. I will see what they say next week.
Oh, they're going to give you a response? Yeah. I don't think banks will fuck with entertainment. I think banks
Shit.
Do they?
You show them the kind of returns, they'll fuck with it.
Yeah.
You got to show proof.
It's so volatile. Like Mark Cuban always says he'll never invest in entertainment. He's like, it's just too volatile. Like you never know what the fuck's gonna go down.
You never know, but that's why you gotta know who know.
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna just book anybody. We could do trial and error though, but I ain't just gonna book anybody. Like if I'm gonna book somebody, There's gonna be some paper made, and it's gonna damn near be sold out. We producing. We gotta produce numbers because you're coming out of pocket for promotion, the artist, clothes, camera, like everything costs. So you gotta really knock it out of the park to like win.
Do you, when you put your numbers together, are you super dialed in with the numbers to the point where it's like I need to know every penny spent, or are you more just like I know what needs to be done and it's gonna work?
I know it needs to be done.
Yeah.
I ain't petty because you're gonna spend cheese just doing it. So I mean, you can't calculate everything for the books, but you know.
Do you calculate anything?
No, I do. I calculate the main shit that's important, like security, the shit that's important. But like money, like little money you spend like on waters or any like that, nah, I ain't counting that shit. Flyers, I ain't counting that shit. You
know, I always noticed the photographers always want to get into the parties for free, you know, and videographers. And
I feel like we started that. Me and my nigga Mar.
Really?
No other cameramans was like throwing parties or even coming to parties. Like I didn't see like when I started throwing parties, like it was just him. It was just me and him. And then niggas started coming to the parties and they wanted to get in free with their camera, but we started charging niggas that want to bring their camera in.
Really?
Hell yeah, because you gonna come in here, take our content, and not even send it to us.
But they're promoting the event to something.
I ain't promoting that. How? You here? How the fuck are you promoting? You here already?
Well, I guess you're kind of right about that.
But like on concert levels, they make them get them the pass and they make them get them the content back. But
the media pass, yeah.
But the cameras that just come to the parties, bro, I'm charging all them niggas, bro. I'm charging all them. I'm charging all the niggas getting charged.
Oh my god, that's so fucked up, man.
I swear to God.
They're like, can I get a media pass? I always get that DM. Anytime Scuba had a concert, he's like, people would be like, can I get a media pass? And I'm
trying to do a show in right now. They still ain't hit me back.
Scoop?
Yeah.
You talk to Muna?
I'm trying to do a show for, we got a song called Party.
Yeah.
We ain't never shoot the video.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do the show and shoot the video at the show.
You get Muna. Hit Muna.
Yeah, I'm waiting on them to hit me back though.
Right. I'll text them when I leave.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that's fucking funny as fuck though. Charging cameramen to get in. And another thing that too now is happening is like rappers bringing in 30 people is another problem too, right?
Yeah, we just had that problem 2 weeks ago.
What do you do? How do you handle it?
You gotta, when you book an artist, you gotta let the entourage in.
So 30 deep.
You can't book Chief Keef and tell Chief Keef can't come with his niggas.
So you never stop them and be like, damn, man, you got 40, 50 people?
Like, when we book locally, we get niggas like 10 plus, 15 plus.
That's dope.
If we book somebody that's like insane, you gotta let them in what they click.
What about your friends that hit you up to get in for free?
They gotta pay.
You always tell them that?
Man, listen, so at first, I'm gonna tell you right now, for like the first 2 years, I charged for every party. I charged everybody that came in. Like most people, like some people got in free, so that helped us promote and make flyers and shit, but I charged everybody. But the game got so oversaturated that it's like 70 niggas throwing parties on the same day. So you gotta do ladies free to 10 o'clock and you know what I'm saying? You gotta do little shit like that. But at first, we was charging every fucking body. Like, you gotta pay. We pay for all this shit that's in here. You gotta pay.
Yeah, right.
Like, everything in here costs.
Except
for you to walk in here costs.
Facts.
So.
And it's like, man, it is hard when it's your friends. It is hard.
Nah, see, you can't be at the door. So you got door girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when they text you just gotta act like you didn't even see that text.
The party turned up.
You gotta make sure they know.
Then they come in, they were like, nigga, I just paid 20.
You know what they do? Give you a refund?
That shit be funny as hell, dog. That shit funny, kid. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why I shout out Curtis, man. When Cash Doll was performing at, what was the fuck? I forget what event it was, but when Cash Doll was performing, Curtis seen me outside. He's like, no, come on, let's go. I got you.
But certain people, yeah, like, if I see you, hell yeah, I'm gonna grab you.
Pull me up to the stage real quick.
This nigga right here and this girl can't get pulled in. They gotta pay. Whoever it is, they gotta pay to get in.
Yeah, if you had a girl that you were trying to get with, though, whew,
she getting in there.
Isn't that crazy, though? Man, you could just be like, I run this shit. What do you mean?
Yeah, you get in there.
Yeah.
You in there. If they act right, though.
Right.
I'll let a bitch stay out there and pay. I'll make a bitch pay.
Oh, God.
Then I might reimburse it, depending on how she act. But
yeah, once women figure out that you're the one running the event, their eyes change when they look at you like, oh, you're running this
at first, like the first couple of months of me throwing parties, nobody knew it was my party.
You kept it low key?
Yeah, I liked it like that. But then I'm like, no, I got to start like building this shit up. Because then they start following me to all these different venues and shit. So I had to start using my name. But at first, nobody knew it was my parties. Nobody knew about breaking down and getting paid at the end of the night. Like nobody knew about that shit.
What do you mean breaking down and getting paid at the end?
Nobody knew. My generation didn't know you can get paid from partying. Like I started that shit. Like
what are you talking about?
Like you could get paid from partying. Like you could throw parties and get paid. Nobody knew that shit.
Type shit. Yeah. Well, no, it's been going on forever though.
I know, but I'm saying like as our generation, people was blindsided to that shit.
Yeah. Because you never knew like who's like you don't
know who running this shit.
Like is it what most people think in the beginning? It's that the place that it's being hosted at is running the event.
Bro, they think that shit the whole time until something happened.
I learned that shit with open mics when I used to do because I'm in a band and shit. We do open mics at like bars and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used to think like, oh, the bar is running an open mic, but it's like no, there's a guy that comes and he charges the bar like whatever half and half, and he's like, I'm gonna promote the open mic for you guys. And that's all he does for a living. He goes from bar to bar doing open mics Monday through Friday.
Okay.
And that's when I learned. I was like, this guy's just a fucking promoter.
Yeah.
He promotes it, he gets his network, and then he sells the event. And that's the same thing as this, but just a larger scale, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard for people because of the fact that there is red tape and there is connections and relationships that you need to have to do it. That's why, like, no shade to Jesus Smokes. Like, I love the guy. But that's what I think that this deciphering point was. It's like he wasn't tapped in enough
with the artists.
for them to do right by him.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate, right?
Yeah, that bitch was supposed to smack. That bitch, that Lincoln Park place was big as hell. Like that bitch could have fitted like 10,000 people.
Yeah, I was sad. I was like, damn, this is how shit goes. But you're right. It's like everything has to go right.
Yeah, think of so many events. Like you can't just be coming out of nowhere with these big ass events and just thinking 5,000 people gonna be there. You gotta have real strategy. You can't just be spending all this money on these artists and thinking this bitch gonna sell out.
How do promoters figure out how much an artist is worth for promotion? Like, how do you figure out like, okay, I'm gonna book
traction?
Yeah.
Like, I'm outside, so if I keep seeing girls play this song, keep talking about this person, traction. You gotta be in that market. You gotta listen to the fans.
Have you ever been swindled by thinking somebody was bigger than they were, and then their show ends up being very low because they're not as big as they appear on social media?
No, I ain't came across that yet.
That didn't happen?
Nope.
So artists are actually proving their worth when they come to your shows. We're like, damn, no, they can actually pull people and bring people.
Yeah,
that's dope.
That's what I'm looking for. Cause I throw my own events, so I don't need an artist to throw an event.
Really?
But yeah, like I don't need an artist to throw an event.
So what are people pulling up for that?
They coming to see us. Coming to see me.
Shit, damn, you
yeah, I'm saying I don't book an artist every event.
Oh, really?
No, I throw parties on my own every weekend. Like I don't have artists on my events every.
So
weekend.
you don't need a rapper to sell the show, baby.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's dope.
We slap this bitch out on our own. Yeah, we don't need no artists. We bring artists for other people. And like if I fuck with their music or want to do a song with them, I bring them.
What's for a person who's never been to one of your parties and without looking on social media, how do you explain like what the general night is going to be like?
So I'm gonna say like if it's a poppin' night, I'm gonna say like pull up. I'm gonna say by 10 that bitch smacking. By 10 o'clock, doors open at 9. I'm gonna say by 10 it's gonna be 100 hoes, 100 hoes in there, 50, 60 niggas lying out the door already. And this an hour in. And this on, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like off the promotion for real.
Damn, so women are probably the biggest sellers of why these people are coming. The men are coming, right?
Come
on, man. It has to be the reason. Why the fuck?
Yeah, people want to fuck with the girls and shit. Hell yeah, but people want to really like get their name out there.
You got to turn that mic towards your face.
People really want to get their name out there. So it's the girls, and it's like the clout you could get from it too. Like you could get the right clout from this and get your name popular. That's why everybody's trying to throw parties now, be event planner or do music. So they want to get their name out there. So
you want to pop out looking fresh as hell.
Fresh as hell.
Who's that dude?
Who is that nigga?
Damn.
Trying to perform or
high school type shit.
Yeah.
But it's real, man. Especially the younger crowd. The younger crowd's all about like topping each other.
That's all it is.
I swear it was kind of crazy. I seen that shit the other day. My girlfriend's sisters were nieces or I don't know what the fuck they were, but they were like 16, 17 and they were all like dolled up getting ready to go to Birmingham. And then I realized Birmingham is like the hottest spot for like classy ass motherfuckers to just show off on each other.
Birmingham expensive.
It is expensive.
Birmingham, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive as hell out there.
The clubbing and shit over there.
Just period. Like the
Yeah.
houses over there is crazy.
Yeah, but the party scene is crazy.
I ain't never party in Birmingham.
You never been in a hot Birmingham party?
Mm-mm.
It's like super, super classy, or it's supposed to be super classy,
Mhm.
but it's just a bunch of people that want to turn up.
For real.
They just act like they don't, but that's
Yeah,
what
but
Birmingham.
they got a couple dollars.
Yeah, because everybody's pulling up in like Ferraris and like Bentleys
yeah.
and all that shit. If you go to Birmingham, everybody's pulling up in a luxury car. Everybody. If you don't pull up in a luxury car, it's like, what are you doing here? Somebody's gonna stop you. Like, get out of here. Like, and then you gotta pop out looking fresh. And
So
then
that's a whole different market.
that's a whole different thing. And I see who runs and I see how it goes. But I've been to them, and you want to go crazy because you're like, you see a bunch of people trying to be so cool that they're not cool, but they're cool to each other though.
You gotta invite me to that shit.
Oh yeah, I gotta have you pull up.
I might meet somebody.
Why, you trying to get somebody classier? You trying to go for the
Yeah.
classy market?
Classy, bossy.
What kind of woman do you need?
Now, I want business oriented women. I want women that got stuff going on that I could like help or promote and like, build up, you know what I'm saying, build wealth. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the hood rats too though. I fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? I got my standards, but I ain't too judgmental. I like bad shit though, for sure. Light skin preferably, you know what I'm saying?
But somebody who's like driven, right?
Yeah, they gotta have a passion. They gotta want something. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta be the richest, but they can't be sitting on their ass all day.
Yeah, the women that throw me off is the one that expect the man to just take control, which is like, I get that. Don't
That's
get me
them
wrong.
shaky butts. Yeah, I would like the
The ones
some women like that though, cause I think some women base they driven like off social media. So they on social media, like social media influence the women like a motherfucker. So if they see this nigga out here just cashing the fuck out, they think they just deserve to get cashed the fuck out. Like,
oh my god.
so I hate social media that got that influence, but some women is solid and growing up in the right household, and
I used to date this one girl that was like, I took it was for her birthday. I was gonna take her to like some low key restaurant, something chill.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "You're not about to take me there on my birthday." And I was like, "Who?" I was like, "Why? They have great food." She's like, "Cause you're not about to take me there." She's like, "You need to take me somewhere nice." And I was like, "All right, whatever." I took her somewhere nice, and the whole time her phone was out, just taking pictures of everything. And I was just like, "Oh, that's why, cause you want people to think, you're doing some crazy shit for your birthday." But you really do fuck with the other place that I was talking about, but you just needed to show that off.
You try to show off.
Yeah, you just trying to show off.
That shit happen all the time.
Bro, if you're on a date with a girl and she pulls out her phone and she's taking pictures of the food and telling you to move your hands away from the picture and all that stuff, man, you need to just go, man. Just dip.
Yeah.
Like
I had them days. I don't really be on that no more.
women stunting your life out without you being in the picture.
They do that.
You know?
The people do that. Women do that.
You see how women are always like in different countries and like on vacation?
They
doing
never
crazy?
post a nigga.
Yeah.
They act like it's a nigga not there. All the time they get fucked into the night.
Like you got flown out and you're stunting that you got flown out.
Kid, they hide the nigga, bro. They hide the nigga all day, bro. Whole time it's a nigga right there, dog.
Yeah.
I didn't see it happen. It didn't happen to me before.
He's the one taking the picture.
I'm the nigga taking the picture, dog.
Yeah, you don't realize. She's like, I really like my outfit. Can you take a picture of my outfit? And then she take it, and it's like this girl looks like she's had this crazy Cancun experience all by herself. Meanwhile, it's a dude that funded the entire experience. And you're kind of tricking yourself as a woman when you do that. Like you're tricking yourself when you're at these luxury events and luxury vacations to think like, I earned this, when you didn't. You just were hanging out with a guy that took you there.
Most women like that. That's why they be looking for men like that.
Yeah. When it comes to your favorite event that you've ever experienced in your life, not outside of your own events and anything, what's like the holy grail of experiences? Like this was absolutely flawless for events.
On the turn up side, I'm gonna say the G Keith and Travis Scott concert. That Travis Scott shit was so crazy, bro. Like the energy level was so high in there. Like I never seen people really turned up, and he had shit flying in the air. That shit was just crazy. This was our Little Caesar Arena. That shit was crazy. That was like some crazy ass shit. And then the Chief Keef, that was my favorite artist, and I never seen him before. And I was like front row, and I got like the whole experience and shit. Like just to see people fuck with your favorite artist as much as you do is like crazy too.
Yeah.
Like singing songs that I think niggas will never know. He got the whole crowd singing. There's 5,000-10,000 people here. That was a hell of an experience too.
It makes you realize like how dialed in people are in with this artist.
With these artists, yeah.
You had no clue.
Didn't have no clue.
Kind of like the anime scene in Detroit. Like you didn't know, like I didn't know how many people were into Dragon Ball Z and like anime, but they're super.
It's funny you said that. I just drew an anime Freaknik with this girl named Remora. She like the founder of Anime Freaknik in Detroit. And she like doing one in each state now. But I just did an anime Freaknik.
What's a Freaknik?
I guess when people come and they dress like freaky and shit.
Oh, that's dope.
I don't really know the terminology of the old school Freaknik, but that's what I got from it. But it was an anime Freaknik and shit. It was anime. People came and dressed as anime characters.
But like a hot version of it?
Bro, exactly what the fuck anime is. Like the characters.
Cosplay.
They was cosplaying.
Yeah.
Yep, they came to cosplay. So it was like 70% cosplay, 30% regular clothes. It's a real fucking thing.
That's dope.
Anime is a real fucking thing.
In the city, right?
Yep. It's a whole court.
Yeah.
It was some nice looking women that was cosplaying, and it was some that was like, damn, like you feel me, like what the fuck? But
like what, they didn't look in the mirror before they left?
they just was like fucking up their cosplay.
Yeah.
They was just like, fucking, we finna turn this shit on.
That's a hard world for me to fully understand.
I don't even know nothing about it. Like my man's put me on like Dragon Ball Z and like One Piece and like Goku and shit. I don't know nothing about it though.
Yeah. What's something that people don't know about running and hosting events that you wish they did know?
That I put my hard work, earned money up to have this event to have any who come in. I put my money up before this even took place. So before the doors even open, I'm spending $2,000 to $4,000. You know what I'm saying? This on every day that we have an event. You know, the venue costs, security costs, DJ costs, door girl costs, promotion costs. So I'm spending a lot of money just for all of us to have a good time. And a lot of people don't appreciate what the promoter that does his own events, they don't appreciate what the fuck he does.
Yeah.
They don't understand like the real hard work ethic that come from it. But I put a lot of my hard work, earned money up just for people to enjoy themselves and have a good time. A lot of people don't understand that shit though.
Do you have to collaborate with anybody as far as the running of the event, or is it just like
sometimes I do, you know, like people that got a crowd or people that want to build, people that got something going, I collab here, we collab there. Or we just do it ourselves with our own team. It depends on the day. Like somebody might have a birthday event, we might collab with their birthday. Like you never know.
I think the first time I ever witnessed understanding what party promotion was, it was with Stewie and who's Stewie's boy? Blaze.
Blaze Baddies? Or just,
yeah, Blaze Baddies, yeah. Blaze Baddies. It was at this pizza joint in Detroit.
Pizza Cat?
No, it was some pizza bar. I forget what it's called, but they serve tequila and shit. But anyway, I watched them and I was like, damn, you guys get paid to just party? Like, but they were hosting. They weren't throwing the event. But it was still
can get paid though.
Yeah,
you get paid to host.
Yeah, you get paid to host, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's the craziest market of all time. As long as you got somebody to advertise it. No, that's not even true. There's so much to it. It's crazy.
It's becoming easier than it used to be. Put it like that.
No, but to scale it and to make it big and prolific as you are, it's not that's what the hard part is.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do it every now and then and you get lucky that everything worked out, you're good. But to master it, to like mitigate all risks, is the difficult part.
Yeah, because it's risky as hell. Like you could lose completely. Like and be like, damn, I just lost 3,000. Damn, I just lost 10,000. And then still had a boss to go do it again the next day or the next week.
How'd you feel about the Boss Man D-Lo situation where he was supposed to perform at an event recently and then some mishap happened with the timing and scheduling to the point where he didn't even perform?
I was there actually.
Oh.
It kind of fucked with the concert. You know, some of the fans was mad, and then it kind of looked bad on the promoter. But I guarantee you, it wasn't the promoter's fault at all. You know what I'm saying? Probably it was him running late. That's what I gotta understand. I guess he coming here again. He's gonna be here next week on the 10th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was just like a misunderstanding. He probably was running late on some bullshit, or they coming from so far away, so everybody don't be on time.
How do you handle artists being late or like scheduling conflicts like that?
When I book an artist, I already put down that they gonna be late. But when you fucking around with Little Caesar Arena, it's a cutoff time where you need an extra $100K. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to pay whole staffing again for another hour or some shit. So when it come to that big shit, well, you got to be on time. Or this shit, you feel me? Or we need that bread back.
Oh, they have to send the money back?
No, like if I was an artist and I came late and I couldn't perform because it was a show, I would send the bread back.
Do artists normally do that? Do artists normally send the money?
I don't know.
Oh, you never have to deal with it.
The proper thing to do is to send the bread back.
Yeah.
You know, because you was late. You was late for your set.
Do you think Little Caesars is taxing when they do that? How much they charge after a minute of how long you stay?
I said they was taxing, but when I thought about all the fucking staff there, I'm like, probably not. There's a lot of people that's there working that shit. Like, just walk around and just look at everybody that got a job there. Just count on your hand. You gonna run. You gonna like, damn, there's a lot of workers here.
Yeah.
Just imagine all the people getting paid $100 or $250. Like, that shit gonna add the fuck up.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like over 100 workers, and there's a lot of work. I think all the security, all the staff members, the people that's working all the the little stations and shit.
Well, you're talking about sporting events. Yeah, there's like a crazy amount.
It's a crazy amount of staff. So
yeah,
if they go over they pay period, that pay will be expensive. I believe so.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy as hell. Well, what's the biggest venue you've ever performed out of, or had a show out of?
What you think, bro? Y'all did, yeah, Hart Plaza. What the fuck was that? What the fuck did we do the ball at? I don't even know that place.
Hart Plaza's pretty big though.
Hart Plaza was big as hell. That bitch hold. Hart Plaza was the biggest shit.
That's dope as hell.
Yeah.
Does it change anything when you're talking about the how big the actual building is? Like, does it change how you strategize, or is it kind of like the same thing?
Like, if I'm about to do some big shit, we got to make sure this shit right. Like, we got to make sure it hit, because you don't want nobody to come in like this. This what I hate. You don't want to throw a big event and a lot of people expecting a lot of people to be there, and they come in and a lot of people there.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
So you kind of like you gotta get venues that fit your events.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to like size it.
That would be the worst feeling as a promoter if, like, right when the doors open, just like 20 people. Man, that'd be horrible. But that's what kind of pre-sales are for, right? Like early birds, kind of to kind of gauge,
to get the early people in.
Yeah,
that's why now I be doing ladies free like 10. Let like 100 ladies in. So at 10 o'clock, it's 100 girls in here. What about drinks and stuff like that? Do they get free amenities? It depends on where we at. Some places we can't drink at all. Some places you can.
Oh yeah.
So like I'm 20, so we do 18 plus to enter and 21 plus to drink. So yeah. Now that's how we conduct the events.
That's dope as hell, man. Is there anything you want to promote or anything you got going on that people can check out soon?
May 24th, we got YK's niece and Pluto, the Wham Whammy song. We got them coming. After Photo Doug concert. We got them come. I got a concert party with them after party at Southfield at the Hilltop. Man, that shit going down, bro. We giving away Lululemon sets. Man, that shit finna be like the biggest shit in the city. That shit probably gonna be bigger than the concert.
Let me get the Lululemon set, man. I'm trying to.
We're giving away 10 Lululemon sets.
Let me get one, man. 5
girl, 5 men. You come, I'll give you one.
Come on, man. Lululemon's the shit. So is it after the 4-2 Doug concert?
Yeah. Well, it's during the same time, but they coming after the concert because they performing there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they gonna be here performing there.
Oh,
so
damn.
They performing there, and they come to our shit.
Oh, so you're set.
Yeah, we on.
Damn, you're chilling, man.
We turned the fuck up.
Is it taxing on your mind, or are you always excited every time you wake up and like knowing what you have to tackle for these events?
I like the grind. I like the adrenaline rush too. And day by day, it's like the adrenaline rushing. You feel me? Then more people hit you up. You making money before the event even happened. Like, I love it. Like, it's so sweet.
Man, waking up to like you're just money going up in the app.
Just
staring in.
Like damn, this bitch selling. I like that.
Have you been on a consistently good green run as far as like income with it, or has there been like have you figured out the formula where it's like,
I figured out the formula, but you gonna by you doing every weekend, you're gonna have hiccups.
Yeah,
because like some weekends it's gonna be like, man, we not finna be partying like that. Like some weekends everybody don't come, so you might not make the same amount of money as you did this week. You know
what's interesting about Detroit that I kind of learned? You can kind of feel the energy as far as like what direction to promote something in, or like what the mood is that day. Right. It's really weird, but you can actually sense it. Like,
you can see it.
Don't pull that shit off today, but do that shit. That should be straight. This is more chill and make money type of thing day.
That's like today. Like, you gotta think, niggas threw Cinco de Mayo parties this whole weekend.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then niggas doing one Monday. Like, damn. Like, I'm chilling.
That's one of the most brilliant things that's ever been said on the podcast.
For real.
Like, everybody who's probably not the best promoter, is thinking about a party on Cinco de Mayo, but the smart guys were doing it Friday,
They
Saturday,
already
Sunday.
did. This shit already happened.
Yeah.
Like Monday, like I'm chilling with the family. We doing content. We doing. You know, we
And Monday's a
chilling.
work day.
Monday
and all that
like,
shit.
it's the weekend, bro. So any holiday that's during the week, that holiday events is going to be on the weekend before.
Yeah. So you'd have to, if you were an event runner, the smartest thing to do would be tapping into.
Like I did our Cinco de Mayo parties Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. But Southwest is probably going crazy right now.
Oh yeah, I was there yesterday.
Oh,
And it
there's-
was raining bad. It still was going slapping.
Damn, son.
Smacking.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, those parties go crazy. And Mexicans tear it up. Nobody talks about the Mexicans in Detroit, man. The Spanish people. Nobody talks about the
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with them. They stay
Nobody-
in their own lane though.
yeah, nobody. The only
You
person
gotta
we
be
get.
you gotta be tapped in to go over there though. You can't just be over there dangling and just doing what you want to do.
Can't
You
just
gotta
be-
know people. Like some people don't even want to go. They don't got no reason to go over there. You gotta have a reason to, network and talk to them people over there. They different kind of people.
You got to check in with Diego.
Yeah.
Hey, Diego, man.
You gotta shoot a video first with Diego.
Yeah, you got to check in with Diego to get into that side of it. Man, I appreciate you doing this talk, man. Is there anything that you wanted to tap in on that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
What we forgetting, Mar? No, we ain't talk about the viral shit. The Sting shit.
What happened at Sting?
The Sting that got closed down.
What happened?
What the fuck? You ain't see this shit?
When did it happen?
It happened. What? I'm gonna show you.
You're not talking about the Sting. You're talking about
The club.
The other club got shut down. Pantheon. Not
No,
Pantheon.
I'm talking about Club Sting.
The one that just got closed down because of they figured out that people were basically fucking inside.
No, kid, nah. They let her. But they blame me.
Oh, what happened?
So basically, I got paid to host the event, and shit, I came there with my people and shit. I even got ID to get in. So the event is 18 plus to enter, 21 plus to drink. But it's at a strip club. This is my first time here. I'm like, damn. It's like, shit, they doing this at a strip club? Like, all right, fuck it, whatever. So I get there, security checkers, IDs to get in, whatever. Shit, I'm gonna say like 2 hours later, like somebody mama pull up to that bitch tripping, recording and shit, tripping like, y'all got my daughter in here, she type of shit. But she showed the security a fake ID and got in, or they paid the security extra and got in, and they was.
So how'd that fall? That fell back on you?
Because I was one of the promoters, and
That
I'm like
sucks.
I got the bigger name on the flyer, so they just pinpointed like. And then I'm the youngest promoter too.
Break it down for us. What happened?
So basically, this is my chill week. So I was supposed to just be some weeks I don't throw my own events and I just get booked to be somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I got paid to be on the mic and host the event at the Sting. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be at Club Blue, but them whole ass niggas changed our party. And the nigga that booked that put it together, he said we was gonna be at Club Sting. So now we at Club Sting. I never been there before. We promoting the party, address out. We don't know who the fuck coming. We promoting, just trying to make money, whatever the case may be. I was just there hosting. You know what I'm saying? Throwing the party per usual. It's like 8 other promoters on the party. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only promoter. The first day was cool. The second day, like I'm gonna say like 2 hours in, somebody mama came in there tweaking out saying, my daughter in here, she blah 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 this, blah 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 that. And pretty much after that, the police came and I had left. And they said the daughter got in with a fake ID or she paid security extra to get in. And from my knowledge, that shit happened at every club. Like everywhere you go in Michigan or even outside of Michigan, you could pay extra to get inside a club. That's just like what it is. So that's kind of like what happened, but they kind of blew it up on social media. And like they was like kind of targeting me because I'm a younger promoter. So, and I got the bigger promoter name, so I'm young. And they just was like blaming me for all that bullshit. For real. But honestly, he had nothing to do with me for real. I can't control what the club do. That's the club rules. Like,
Yeah, because the club is the one that's doing the security check.
right, that's the club got the security. So it's the club security.
Yeah.
I don't got control who the fuck they let in. They ID me to get in there. So it's like,
So who do you think they had push it towards your blame? Like, do you think the club was like, yo, we need to blame somebody, or do you think the police were
was
like,
the-
who do we blame?
it was more like the people that I was watching and probably the other promoters.
They
Like,
looked at the flyers, like who threw that event, and they
Yeah.
just pinpointed you.
And like I'm not the only nigga on the flyer. It's like it's a flyer with like 8 of us on there, 4 of us on there. It's a flyer with like 30 people on there.
What did this do to you as far as clubs are concerned? Are they blacklisting you, or are they going like, you know what, he's off, or are they going like, no, that's not his responsibility?
I don't really know. You know,
You haven't felt it out yet?
Kinda so, but not really. Like, I still got my business. Like, people know me in real life, so it can't affect nothing like I got going on personally. Like, it could affect people that don't know me, because it's like they got an opinion to say whatever the fuck they want to say. But people that know me, that I do business with, I still do business with. Like, I ain't got no problems with no business. Like, some people might think weird, but when they meet me and see me and we talk business and they know what's going on, there don't be nothing to it for real.
Right. So in the situation, an girl used a fake ID where she paid extra to get inside, and that goes through the club security check-in. That has nothing to do with you.
Correct.
And then she partied, did what she did, and then her mom came in, said, "Why is my daughter here?"
Yeah,
pulled her out.
Location, yeah.
And then
she recorded it, called the police, and
when people tried to figure out who to blame, they looked and said, "Okay, well, this is the person who ran the event, so they picked you out."
Yeah.
But it looks like with the news, they said the sting, so that the news is going after the club.
Yeah.
But the social media is going after the flyer of the host, right?
Did
they say they didn't say your name in the news, did they?
No. So this kind of like what got it. This kind of like what made everybody say it. So the chief, he was like this. Look, the chief, they clipped this. Yeah, so
damn, man. So the police are after you like that?
No, they not. They after whoever threw the event. You know what I'm saying? Like the manager of the club or whoever else was on the event. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like, I know the police, so I throw events, so I know the police. So I know they're not looking for me. So when I throw parties, they're 18 plus 21 to drink. But when you throw concerts, they all ages, like at Little Caesars and Fillmore L Club. Concerts are all ages. So people try to throw that narrative on you like you fucking with, but like when you doing business and you doing concerts, it's an all age event. You know what I'm saying? That when you throw parties, it's 18 plus 21 to drink. So people just get that shit confused. They don't know the business side of things and shit like that.
Yeah.
They don't know that you don't have control of everything. You can't tell. You don't even know who the fuck coming out. Because when you promoting to the public, you don't know every 500, every person that come in this door or where the fuck they from or how old they really is. Like, you don't fucking know. So
yeah, no, it comes with the territory that you're going to come across situations that are outside of your control. It's not like you like planned this shit or like allowed this shit. It's what happened because of security failures. They have nothing to do with your department. So it's like at the end of the day, anybody who says anything about you is just ignorant to how the shit works.
Yeah,
people always just want to blame somebody, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
They want to point the finger for sure. They know how to get attention.
Well, you know what they're really trying to do? Somebody wants a lawsuit. So
that's what I thought the mama was trying to do. I thought the mama was trying to like, she was trying to flip out, thinking she was gonna get some bread from the shit, but.
That's what they want. Somebody wants a lawsuit, and that's why the police are doing this too. Everybody's just worried about a lawsuit. That's all that's happening right now. That's all it is.
Yeah. Some people get sued for like using people's name, like just saying anything on people. What's the called?
Defamation of character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sued.
Facts. Yeah, it's a real shit. It's a business. Anyway, man, fuck all that shit. Appreciate you doing this.
For sure.
Legendary, man. I know more shows and more events to come. Prolific with it. It's awesome to get to hear the inside. You didn't really hold back, and you get the juice that people are looking for, that are looking to run events and promote, and also building awareness for artists that understand the behind the scenes a little bit more, so that way they're less ignorant of it and they can maneuver through it better. I think it's very important for the promoters and artists to understand each other, and this is helping the artist understand the promoter, and other people in the entertainment industry understand the promoter's aspect and perspective on things. You know what I'm saying?
No, facts.
We know what the rappers are thinking because they're on podcasts all day.
Yeah.
We don't know what the promotive runners are thinking.
They don't know what the fuck we really got going on, really what we doing. Because we get shit popping for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I personally have opened like a market up to anybody that's close to my age to step in this world, to make a flyer and start generating money.
For sure.
Like, we done opened the market up to guys know who. This whole market is open now. Like, everybody's outside. Like, my entire generation is outside. It's like money everywhere.
Facts, bro.
So if you want to get into this, you know where to go.
Facts, bro. Appreciate you doing this, man. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Level Visual, shooting these productions. We're out. Peace.